Take that same binding principle, instead of doing around the collar, let's say we just want to bind from this neck down to the bottom here of this jacket. So you can see that this jacket, I remove the zipper so it's just open. And let's say we put binding in here and we want to put some other type of closure later on. So now I'm going to create the binding strip, so a rectangle, and I need the total length of this and here, here, and here. So that will be the length of my rectangle. So I know that I want to do ½ inch, and my total length I've already calculated is 27 inches, and I have my length that I will have here. Let's see where it is. It's way up here, so let's go get it, and let's drag it down so it's a little bit closer to our avatar. And let's go ahead and select our tape, and we'll do the same thing that we did with the collar. So we're going to do double-sided, and then we are going to add thickness to 1.5, and also just the particle distance, instead of 20 will be at 2, and then we're going to turn off double-sided, and yes. So now we have this. Let's go ahead and stitch it on to the hood and all the way down. So let's use free sewing, holding down the shift, and all the way down. So that looks right, and let's go ahead and animate it. Alright, so that is stitched on. Now we're going to do the same thing as we did in the collar. We're going to unfold this so it's twice as thick, so, or twice as wide rather. So we're going to use our edit, and on the far side, right click and unfold. So you can see how that's wider. And at this point, we're going to draw a line right down the center. So we're going to use our internal polygon line, and we're going to hold down Shift, and so now we have a double line here, or a single line here right in the middle. And let's zoom in, take a look. So we have our line. And let's just go ahead and animate. Now we're going to fold it over. So if I click down, I want to go in, and I'm going to fold this in all the way. Now I'm going to stitch my two sides together, so I'll just use segment sewing and stitch that down. Now if you want to also, there's actually this bottom part needs to be stitched down as well. You can stitch that down. You can stitch that closed. And you can do the same for the top. Okay, so that's stitched closed. Now if you want to put in top stitching, same thing, you can zoom in and let's select top stitching. We'll use free top stitching and we'll stitch on this end of it. And let's double click to get the property editor out. So again, you have thickness, size of thread, etc., etc. So let's see if that shows up. Yeah, so you have this edge stitch. Again, you can make that thicker, colors, what have you. Now, if you're doing something fine and delicate, you don't have to do 1/2 inch. You can probably do 3/8 of an inch so that this edge will be a lot finer and a lot smaller. Okay.